Hello everyone. How's everybody on the cruise? I'm loving it so far. Yeah. I felt like an amazing jolt of energy, and it's getting better and better every time. I'll jump right into it. I remember many years ago when I had experience of becoming a master dance teacher. I was asked, what makes you so confident about it? And I just said, I don't know. I just know that whoever comes through that door, I know that I will add value to them. Even if they're a better dancer than me, even if they're a beginner. I just had this confidence about just being master at my craft.
You had it from the first moment, or you came to know that through the experience of it?
I came to know that over experience, but at the moment, there was one and only time I was ever asked that by another person, a mentor of kind. And
so you understand the feeling of cooperative components. You understand the feeling of co-creating,
yes,
of having mutual intent from two different perspectives and accomplishing something important to each. Co-creation at its best, in a very measurable way, yeah?
Yes. And now, as I'm incorporating more broad awareness of upliftment in it, more deliberate awareness of upliftment, I find that I'm getting better and better.
All right, if we ask you some questions?
Yes, of course, I can't wait.
We like the sentiment of that. But do you find that it is something that you are consciously contouring, or is it something that you innately know? Does it feel to you that it is a projection of your thought or a receiving of a broader thought?
This is inner knowing.
That's why we want to ask that, because there is so much inner knowing. And the thing is, when you're collaborating, co-creating with someone, there's inner knowing for each of you. And when you find your inner knowing, you are very influential in the other finding their inner knowing. It's not contrived. And we want to take this opportunity to sort of get these words out into this forum as we say, that's what we mean by getting out ahead of it. The reason we ask you the question about, is it something that you are contouring or conjuring or something that you are receiving, is because we know for sure that you were already then preparing yourself for your full connection. And then you were receiving, all of that confidence was a receiving. It wasn't something you were striving for. It was something you already knew would meet you there. And you knew it so much that in almost every case, you exuded it, you extracted it, you called it from your partner. And we know for sure, you can verify this, if we're not right, don't tell anyone, that your partners often were surprised at how well they did when they were with you. Yeah. That's what true upliftment is. That's what owning the room is. That's what being tuned in, tapped in, turned on, and connected to source energy is, that gives you that powerful extra leverage of attraction. And the more you do that, the more you expect to do that, so that when you behold someone, you just expect that. And since it's attraction, 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 and only attraction, 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 then that's what you get. And of course, we acknowledge that there are holdouts. There are those who are resistant enough, or who have practiced not enjoying themselves or liking themselves or expecting good things from themselves so much that they've got enough momentum going on that they are not persuaded as easily initially by you. But mostly it is that way, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. And so
it's getting better and better in having a person in front of me. It doesn't matter now if it's a dance class or if it's just a person in front of me. And
it's all a dance class.
Oh yeah. I love that. I'll quote that. I love it. And I know more and more, and I know more will come, but I'm so satisfied with knowing exactly where the person that is in front of me is and what words to offer to this person that is in front of me.
That's what we meant when we say co-creating at its best. It's what we mean when we say we will choose from among you that which represents the most desire that is active in this room, in this moment. It's so nice to have a friend upstream. And so what you're talking about is true connection. You're talking about the mastery of connection. The mastery of connection. That's really what the art of allowing is and what the science of deliberate creation is. It's getting tuned to that broader knowing and then having the benefit of it represented in this moment, in this moment, in this moment. And so?
And so naturally with this amazing manifestation after manifestation and this just...
Feels like power, but let's call it pleasure.
Yes. I just circle it always back to this knowing, to this confidence, to this worthiness. Consistent, innate worthiness. And I see it in everyone.
Let's define worthiness, because worthiness is one of those trick words that is sometimes not understood and not received by everyone. So let's define worthiness. Worthiness is you seeing yourself through the eyes of Source. Worthiness is you knowing yourself as Source knows you. Worthiness is no resistance on your part. When you feel worthy, it's you offering no resistance to the knowing that Source has about your value and your benefit to the world and your readiness for happily ever after. Yeah. So start again. Say that again. What were you saying about your worthiness? We sort of cut you off. We want to hear that fully.
So what I'm saying is this feeling of confidence and satisfaction and...
in knowing what you've got going on, but also, and maybe this is the next sentence that you're about to utter if we would let you say something.
No, go ahead.
All of that is in place with you, mostly. But there's another factor that really is at the heart of what we're talking about here, and that's your expectation of them. Because when you are completely who you are, you have no resistance in your vibration, because you are the extension of non-resistant Source energy who knows their worthiness. It's not just you knowing yours, it's you expecting them to know theirs. That's so big, because remember, it's attraction. You can't assert your knowledge of their value or of their knowing. You can only know it. You can only know their value and know it so much that even if they don't know it, it doesn't matter, because you know it so much. It's the same story as when you stood before Jesus dripping your illness and he saw not your illness. He only knew your wellness. It's the same story. And because he knew it so completely, there was no place for your illness in that moment in time. There was no room in the vibration for it, because there was dominance of the energy of wellness that was surrounding the whole experience. And he said, go forth and tell no one. Don't tell anyone how well you danced today. They won't believe it. No, you don't have to say that to them. We want to take this experience of the manifestation of this beautiful, effective, good-feeling dance that you are talking about here. And we want to describe it as the evidence of all of this alignment that we are talking about all day, every day. Alignment feels so good, just to feel it. Energy alignment, or absence of resistance, is a delicious state of being. But when you're riding the wave of that, and then you have that compounding evidential experience that is proof of your alignment, that's what living in the physical, where you can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it, is all about. And so we like the way you have unfolded this scenario to us, because you have helped us confirm with you that it is first an energetic connection that you accomplish, and then the manifestation just keeps showing up as evidence of it. But so many people want the evidence in order to support the worthiness. They don't find the worthiness first. They don't meditate into alignment first. They demand or struggle or really, really want or try to conjure through practice and hard work the evidence of it. And then they will use the evidence of it to prove the worthiness. It doesn't work that way at all. Knowing first, evidence next. Thought first, manifestation next.